We go now to John Borsa. Again, he's standing by live on Porter Avenue along the Buffalo Waterfront tonight. John?
Yeah, hi, Joanna, Keith. Right here at LaSalle Park, where this wind is really starting to whip up right now. And take a look at the waves coming off Lake Erie. They're actually blasting over the break wall here, spraying water onto shore. This wind is really whipping right now. If you are not near a building or trees to shelter you somewhat from it, this is the unadulterated wind coming right off of Lake Erie. And I'm telling you, we cannot stress just how potentially dangerous this can be. Now, the situation here quickly deteriorating. Take a look earlier, downtown Buffalo just a few hours ago, a different story, a plow driving. The plow, though, not doing its usual job of moving snow. Instead, road crews are getting ready for what is to come. Heavy rain in downtown Buffalo today, even sleet and freezing rain at times covering the region. We're getting hammered from all ends today, and it's only going to get worse from here. Now the utility crews are standing by. We just talked to National Grid a short time ago. They said they brought in extra manpower already from throughout the state and region, brought some extra crews to Western New York just in case. Back out here live now, and I can tell you that, boy, this wind, it is cold, it is wet out here, and the wind, at least for the next few hours, it's going to be all about the wind and the potential damage that it can cause. And we'll see you again later on at 5:30 and at 6. That's the latest for now. We're live in the LaSalle Park. John Borsa, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
And we want to go now to John Borsa, standing by near the waterfront on Porter Avenue. You're hanging in there, Johnny.
Hi, Patrick. Yeah, we just moved down just a little bit because I want to show you just how powerful this wind is. It is blasting water over the break wall here in LaSalle Park, driving water over onto the shore. And the winds here, you don't have any trees or buildings to shelter yourself. And so what you're seeing right now is the driving force of this storm as it moves into the area. And boy, it is just pounding us right now. The water just spraying over the shoreline here. And this can be the big potential problem tonight is this water, as it is forced to move into creeks and streams and along the shoreline, that could cause some potential flooding problems. And of course, these winds are just going to create havoc for local power companies. We did talk to a National Grid just a short time ago. They have crews that they've called out now from pretty much all parts of New York State to this region to help them with what they expect is going to be a very long 24 to 36 hours. They had around 12,000 customers without power at the height of the storm last night. That has now been dropped down to about 2 or 3 or so, and they are getting ready, like many Western New Yorkers are, for what is to come. Much more powerful weather is on the way, and already, if you just take a look at what's happening here, it seems like we're already getting the worst of it. Patrick, back to you.
Yeah, I get that, John, just by looking at you. Hang in there, all right, sir? Thank you very much.
Channel 7's John Borsa blowing around out there. He continues our team coverage on the waterfront. Hi, John.
Hi, good evening. You know, this story tonight, this entire weather event is going to be all about the wind. We are in LaSalle Park right on the Lake Erie shore. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Just water just blowing up almost up to my knees. That is the first surge of that kind that we have seen in the last hour and a half that we've been here. The water is just being driven up onto shore. It's not raining or snowing right now. All the water that you see is blasting sideways. The wind is driving it off of Lake Erie. And this is going to create a tremendous amount of trouble for people along the lake shore and creeks and streams as concerns about flooding arise over the next couple of days. And of course, these high winds are not going to do anything to help the power situation. A lot of outages already last night and today. National Grid did a great job of getting ahead of it. We talked to their spokesperson. They've almost got everyone who was knocked out turned back on. But now the second round of this storm is coming, and they are expecting to have massive, widespread outages. They have called in crews from all over New York State, even some from parts of Pennsylvania, just in case. And most certainly they are expecting to deal with a number of power outages. But wow, as this water just blows in onto the shoreline, and it just keeps on getting worse and worse as these winds pick up. This is going to be the story now. This is going to be all about the wind, how it's going to reduce visibility with blowing snow, power outages, and of course, possible flooding. We're keeping an eye on all of it, and we will be following this storm all night long. Back to you guys.
All right, John, thank you. This is a live Skycam shot of the 190 in downtown Buffalo tonight. Not a lot of traffic out there, but the conditions going downhill quickly.
Channel 7's John Borsa continuing our team coverage on the weather situation tonight. He's live on the waterfront at the foot of Porter Avenue in Buffalo. John.
Keith, Joanna, we're in LaSalle Park. A portion of the roadway that comes through this park has been closed now. It is flooded. The situation out here has deteriorated considerably just in the last couple of hours. The water is just pouring off the lake. It's like raining sideways. The water is just being pushed over the banks. We also have flooding along the lake shore just south of here as well. A dangerous situation. If I didn't know any better, I would say we're in hurricane country. But this is just a taste of winter in western New York.
It's a sight rarely seen, even during a nasty winter storm.
Hey, you know what? Once in a while we get some crazy weather. I gotta come down here and check it out.
Patrick Odell and his buddies stopped by Hope's Restaurant on Route 5 to catch a few waves.
It's crazy. You know, when you see something like this, you really think like the ocean. You're not thinking Lake Erie when you see something like this. But hey, man, Buffalo, Western New York weather, gotta love it.
High winds with gusts up to 60 miles per hour and waves crashing 20 to 30 feet in the air along the shore is a sight to see. Walt Stefani brought his family down to watch the waves and get a free car wash.
You know, you see it on the news sometimes, whatever, but you don't get a chance to come out here. We happen to be here. We made a special trip just to be part of it, to see what it's like.
So you wanted to really experience it.
And we have.
And so have we.
Tonight, this entire weather event is going to be all about the wind.
On Eyewitness News at 6, I, along with Eyewitness News photojournalist Chris Podosek, got hammered.
LaSalle Park, right on the Lake Erie shore. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Just water just blowing up.
And the awe and even the beauty of Mother Nature comes with a price. The winds are expected to create whiteout conditions once the snow starts to fall and send trees falling, blocking roads and knocking out power.
We made a call very early to call in additional crews, both company and contractor crews from other parts of the state, who will be here. Some are actually almost here now. Some will be here much later tonight in anticipation of that second wave that might hit a little harder.
I'll tell you, this is like being in a car wash right now. The water, I have several layers of protection on right now, and the water is going through every single one of them. I'm also being plummeted right now by either a small hail pellets or couple of hours. Add to that the snow that's coming, whiteout conditions. It's going to be a rough couple of days here in western New York, and we will keep an eye on it for you. We're live in LaSalle Park tonight. John Borsa, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, thanks, John. Hang on down there. Now, the scene at the foot of Ferry Street along Buffalo's waterfront near the Peace Bridge, much the same tonight. The break wall separating the Niagara River and the Black Rock Canal isn't really doing much good right now, with water spilling over and flooding a parking lot on Bird Island tonight.